What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. If you are new to the channel, do me a favor, hit that sub button, hit that notification bell, make sure you're not missing any of the awesome content we have coming out. And with this video, we are jumping into Captain Marvel issue number 35. If you have not been keeping up with this run, go ahead, check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It will get you completely caught up on everything that has been going on with the run by Kelly Thompson. As we jump into part 4 of the last of the Marvels, we have Carol and the rest of the Marvels. They fight to save themselves and so much more from Vox Supreme, but they are going to quickly learn that they are not in this fight by themselves. Be sure to buy the comic, support the industry, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we pick up with this issue, this new energy form that Carol Danvers has created is kind of like a living energy outside of her body. And this form is so powerful, with one blast, we see Vox Supreme knocked back and knocked out of this fight. Meanwhile, we have Phyla going against Mar-Vell. And taking her sword, she knocks Mar-Vell for a freaking loop, sending him flying across the room into the wall. With Vox Supreme and Mar-Vell making their escape, she looks over to see this energy form, this burning flame looking like Carol Danvers, but unable to speak, quickly recognizing that she needs to free her friends before anybody else comes back, assuming that they are going to have some kind of reinforcements. Going over to the machine, she releases Carol, presses the button, and we see this suit that Vox Supreme had put her in get completely disintegrated off of her body. With the suit coming off of her, no matter how good this suit actually looks, for her it is absolutely freeing, being in a prison that is attached to your skin. It is something that she wouldn't wish on anybody, no matter how good she looks in it. But this is when she looks at the energy form, somehow looking different, maybe even more powerful, but also it feels like something completely else. Thinking maybe on this planet of New Hala, seeded with Mar-Vell's DNA and Phoenix energies, somehow maybe this has made her more than just the energy she forced into a shape. And so without wasting any time, their first priority, it is going to be freeing all of the other Marvels. And so working out a little bit of a plan to free everybody at the same time, amplify the signal that was given to her by Iron Man. This will wipe all of the suits off of them at the same time. And as they are working to do this, we see the energy source that Carol Danvers created. It is staring outside the window, looking up into the sky, touching the window. It seems that she is longing to get out, to get away. Or maybe she is just anticipating what is about to come. But the more Carol looks at this thing, the more she's recognizing this may actually be a sentient being, something that she created she had no idea was even possible. But with the amplifier being completed, they release all of the restraints, all of the Marvels get up off of the table, and they begin to attack. But pressing that button, the waves hit them and the suits come flying off of them. Carol completely unsure if this was actually going to work. We see the suits start to fly off, and we have our reveal. We see everybody who has been under the control of Vox Supreme. And those individuals are made up of Spider-Woman, Hazmat, War Machine, Spectrum, Genis-Vell, and Marvel Boy. And while everyone sits here and they have a little bit of a reunion, Mar-Vell's son doesn't seem to have any kind of memory. Carol really not wanting to get into this whole detailed story just now, knowing that there is something on the horizon, letting him know that once all of this is done, they will really sit down and hash out this complicated situation. But more than anything, it seems that his memory is lost. He doesn't even remember being quote unquote away for all of this time. But we will definitely be seeing him in the near future, and it looks like he might actually be getting his own run. But as Carol goes over to her energy form, making sure that she is alright, touching the Hala star. This is where we see her energy form take its true form, putting on the costume of binary. And so what this could be saying is that Captain Marvel was able to create a living sentient being as powerful as her when she was binary. Now, if this is something that could ever be replicated again, we don't know. We don't even know if this energy form she created is going to be something permanent or it is just temporary, and we don't know how much of Captain Marvel's powers are actually taken away while this form is existing. There are so many unanswered questions, but as it stands, Captain Marvel was able to create a life form essentially as powerful as she is, arguably even more powerful. But before they can truly dive into all of this is where we see a whole army of Vox Supreme soldiers, individuals that have been trapped inside of his suits, having no idea who is inside of them. All of our Marvels, they prepare for the battle ahead. And wasting no time, we see the Marvels take on the forces of Vox Supreme, getting outflanked, completely outnumbered. There being too many of them, and though their powers and experience should give them that little bit of an edge, the Vox Supreme suits could easily cocoon any of them if they got too close to them. And that fear, the fear of being trapped in those suits, it is making them extremely cautious. Not only that, it is their fear of who might be inside of these suits. It is someone they care about, someone that they love, and they go too far. It would be something that they would always regret. Thinking that there's so many of them, how could they be our friends? But at the same time, they do have a lot of friends, so it is not outside the realm of possibility. But lucky for them, just in time, this is when the cavalry rolls in. Reinforcements coming in the form of the Avengers and the Guardians of the Galaxy. And now Vox Supreme is truly screwed. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I talk about it a lot, but man, do I love Captain Marvel, and do I love Kelly Thompson's run of Captain Marvel. She knows 100% how to write this character, how to continue to make this character interesting. Not only that, we are getting a literal whole slew of Captain Marvels, of individuals that have held the Marvel mantle, if you will, be it family or just close friends. But what we are seeing is all of our Marvels brought together. Now, Marvel, it seems more than likely it may just be a clone, but we could very easily be seeing the revival. We could see Captain Marvel coming back because of what Captain Marvel was able to create. This more or less binary form outside of her own body. It could be argued that she could very well take this energy and put it into the clone of Marvel, no longer make him a pawn of Vox Supreme, and in doing so, we see the return of Marvel. Now that is my hopes that this story is going to be bringing us to, and it really does seem like it's going in that direction. Now, I could be 100% wrong, but nonetheless, we have seen the return of many Marvels, many that are going to be getting their own lines here in the near future, as well as other team-ups and so on and so forth. So, even if we don't get Marvel at the end of the day, this line has been amazing. This story arc has been absolutely fantastic for Marvel Comics and what comes next. But now Vox Supreme, he is about to be truly screwed. And that is because the Guardians of the Galaxy, the Avengers, and the Marvels have all teamed up together to take him down. Though the story was relatively short, the visuals of this were absolutely amazing. The battle scenes, absolutely beautiful. All of them taking on Vox Supreme, Marvel. This one was absolutely a beauty to look at. And the artwork is the biggest takeaway from this issue in my opinion. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Give me your thoughts, give me your theories, and if you have not yet, do me a favor, hit that sub button, hit that notification bell, make sure you're not missing any of the awesome content we have coming out, and until the next breakdown.